Florida has fired their head coach. I'm going to butcher the name. I'm terrible with names. But they have fired Gerard Gallant. I know the first name I probably got wrong, but nonetheless, they have fired the head coach only 20 games into the season. I was a little bit surprised when I heard this. They are 11-10-1, I do believe. Maybe 2 overtime losses. I think it's just 1. But I don't know if I like this move. I have a feeling that it goes beyond the record and it was internal. I just don't see... I don't think that they would have fired him with 10 losses this early into the season. 20 games into the season, they're like 2 wins out of a playoff spot right now into the wild card. And everybody knows it's early in the season. You can't really, justify it by if you're in the playoffs or not. 20 games into the season. Huberdeau was injured. Bukestad was injured. Jaeger had a slow start. He's only had 3 goals now, I do believe. I know Barkov isn't playing like they think he should be playing. So maybe it is internal, and that is what I am leaning towards, because I just don't see... I just can't see them justifying it 11-10, 20 games into the season with 2 of your centers injured, right? You have to take into consideration with those 2 centermen injured. Centermen play a big part of defense. They also got rid of Gabranson in the offseason for a forward in Jared McCann, and I believe a 2nd-round pick or something like that. So they definitely lost a bit of defense, and they lost even more defense when 2 guys got injured. Whether or not Huberdeau is the best defensively, I know he's not, but centermen do help defensively. That is one of the biggest roles on the team. I don't really like this. The general manager is actually going to step in to take over. So that is what makes me think it was an internal problem. Maybe a few of the players came up and said, look, it's just not working out. Because last year in the NBA with the Cleveland Cavaliers, their head coach, they were first in the conference. They were first in the conference, I think, 40 or 50 games into the season, and they still fired their head coach, right? So that shows you it's not always about reflecting on the record. It can always be an internal issue, and that's what happened last year with the Cavs. Everyone was blown away. I can't believe they fired the head coach. They're first in the conference. They have a 2-to-1 win ratio. It was crazy. They fired the head coach, and guess what? They went on to win the championship. So I'm not saying Florida's going to win the championship, but I definitely think it's an internal issue. They got knocked out in Game 6, I believe, in the first round of the playoffs last year. The team is just getting better. I don't know. I guess he might be going to Las Vegas now. They're the coach opening up for Las Vegas. And I do believe the assistant coach also got fired. It wasn't just Gallant. It was also the assistant coach. So I really do think, maybe they do have Jaeger. They do have... do they still have Willie Mitchell? I'm sorry. I'm not too up to date with the roster of Florida, but I think that might have been what happened. Some of the players weren't happy with the chemistry within the team, within the locker room. Maybe a few of them thought it was to do with Gallant. And at the end of the day, the general manager is the one who put together the team. More than likely, when he drafted players, when he traded players, when he traded for players, he did his homework and made sure the team was going to gel and that there wasn't any issues between the players on the team. So he probably knows the personnel of the players just as well as the head coach, which is, again, leads to my theory. It's definitely internal. The general manager is stepping in to be the coach, which is actually kind of a big move. That's something I didn't expect to see happen. Definitely got his hands full. He better be getting a pay raise. But that's it. Just wanted to bring you this news. Florida has fired the head coach. It's going to be interesting to see how they go the next 5 to 10 games. Because when you fire a coach, if you continue to go on a losing streak, you have shot yourself in the foot. The coach is definitely usually the last straw to break. But in this case, it was the first straw to break. Hopefully Huberdeau can come back in Bukestad. Hopefully that will definitely give them a few more wins. I mean, they lost to Carolina. Do you honestly think if Huberdeau and Bukestad were there, that wouldn't have helped them maybe get an extra goal, maybe two, a little bit more offense? So yeah, that's definitely leading to it, and it's just 20 games in. I mean, come on, teams are still riding a high horse. New Jersey is above them. Come on, New Jersey isn't going to hold up that pace. Florida is going to pass New Jersey. So I don't really like the decision looking from the outside, but that's just it. We are all looking from the outside. If you look from the inside, it might make perfect sense. Like I said, just wanted to bring you this news. Let me know your thoughts on this decision in the comment section below, and thank you for watching.